Your man ain't lying, so y'all better pay attention out there. But before we get into the video, do me a favor, like the video and leave a comment. I do my best to respond to as many as I can, and I really enjoy listening to what you guys have to say. Subscribe to my channel and hit that hype button if you really want to help your boy out. It is really appreciated.
I need some of us to be honest and admit that we just might be messing with the high school bop. Oh my God. We just might be messing with the high school bop. And you'll never know. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, quick story. Back when I was in high school on the basketball team, I went into the our locker room one time for whatever reason to get dressed and whatever, get something out my locker, whatever it may be. It was before practice. So I go into the locker room one time, and in our locker room, there's the lockers and whatnot, and then there's a separate area with a bunch of lockers and has a cage or whatever, it's caged in and whatnot. And I think that was specifically for the basketball team. So I go in there and I see the whole team, the whole varsity team, a couple of the JV players lined up outside. Like the line was like going a little bit outside the locker and then into the locker. So I'm like, I hit one of my mans. I'm like, yo, what are y'all standing in line for? He really told me it's a shorty in there necking the whole team.
The whole team? Even the bench warmers? Well, I guess sitting on the bench all game ain't too bad when you know you got that waiting for you in the locker room.
He said there's a shorty in there necking the whole team right now. I said, stop lying. He said, right, bro, what you think we in line for? So I was like, first of all, disgusting. Second of all, I don't believe you. I have to see this from my own eyes. Like, is she really over here necking the whole team? I go in to the locker, go down the aisle, because it was like locker, 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 locker. So they, of course, they was in the back and had everybody surrounded, blocking it off. I go in and, you know, everybody tall, but I was one of the taller ones. So I do one of these. Yo, shorty is really giving neck to one of the players on the team. And then I literally watch him get out, you know, take his, you know what I'm saying, out or whatever, and move on. And the next dude gets up there, whip that thing out, and she just start to go. And I was like, yo, it's wild here. I know y'all not gonna believe me. I left. I wasn't down for it. Y'all gonna be like, nigga, you know you got in line, stop playing. I don't care what y'all say. I did not get necked from shorty. I did not do it. Fast forward 10, 12 years later, 15 years later, whatever, because I'm an old head. I graduated in 2011. 10, 12, 15 years later, I'm scrolling on Facebook. What do I see? I see the same shorty. I see the same shorty at her wedding. She got married. I said, wow. We have to admit it. Like, all a girl has to do is graduate high school and move to another state. And every guy in that state won't know nothing about her history. You won't even know that she was in that locker room topping off the whole team. I'm talking about the whole team. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't her first time doing it. And I'm pretty sure that won't be her last time doing it. And then years later, married. Oh, and that dude probably think he got a dime piece. Think he got the one. I said, now you know what I'm saying? Don't judge nobody off their past. But goddamn, if I find out the girl I'm talking to necked the whole basketball team, I don't care how long ago it was. Shorty, you're bugging.
Yeah, shorty is bugging, but I'm gonna be honest with you. High school was a long time ago for me. So if I met a girl and she was like the woman of my dreams and we planned on getting married and I found this information out, you know, a couple days before the wedding, we are still getting married. to other people because I'm not about to get stuck with Miss Pac-Man over here. No, if I find out you were the high school gobbler, I want nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. I know y'all think the past doesn't matter, but it does matter. It really does. Like this man just said in the video that women can just move to a different city and everything is good and they can just start a whole new life. Well, that was true before the internet. See, the internet has changed the game. So now women can't really do that the way they used to. The only way they can pull it off if they don't have any pictures posted anywhere. That's it. And we all know most women can't do that. They love attention, so they will post pictures. So there's a good chance that somebody's gonna spot you. And the last thing a guy want to do is post a picture of his girl and now the guys are laughing in his comments. Especially if you're a public figure. No man wants to deal with that. And another reason why leaving your town doesn't work the same as it used to, because we have social media now. They'll just come online and tell you about it.
I remember when I first came to the realization that I was a hoe.
I just wanted to be raw because that's all I know how to be, y'all. So I used to be a hoe.
They'll do poems about it.
Because I used to be the biggest hoe. I ain't proud of it now. I ain't proud of it. But I used to be the biggest hoe.
They'll sing about it.
I used to be a hoe.
They'll even go on a talk show to tell the world about it.
I used to be a hoe. I ain't no hoe no more. I ain't been no hoe in a long time, Steve.
You were a hoe.
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
About a year.
Lady, a year is not back in the days. It sounds to me like you're taking a break. But like I said, these women are just gonna tell on themselves anyway with social media. And I get it. It was years ago. Why should somebody care about that?
It's the principle of the whole thing. It's principalities in this.
I would never want to be with a woman who is capable of topping off a whole basketball team. If she willingly did that, I don't want to be with you. It doesn't matter when you did it. You did it. And for the women out there who love screaming, your past doesn't matter. If you found out your current boyfriend or current fiance, he raped a girl in high school. Like he just physically did it. It wasn't no false accusation. He did it. He just wanted it and he took it. And it was expunged off his record because he was a minor. So when you did your background check, you didn't see it. Would that change anything? Would you still want to marry him?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
And this is not saying he's not a good person. The man could have did a 180. He could be a different man right now. But the fact is, there are women out there who just wouldn't date him. Maybe they have a young daughter and they don't want that man around her. Or maybe they just don't want people to know that their current fiance was a rapist. Because your past matters. Even if it was 30 years ago, it matters. And for most people, it's because that person was able to do that in the first place. See, me, I could never do that to a woman. If she says no, I am out of there. I don't care what is going on in that moment. Even as a young man, I never had the urge to just take it from somebody. I would have got a paper route, saved up $40 and went and paid for it before I did that. So it's the same thing because there are women out there who can never do that. They can never go in the bathroom and do that with the whole basketball team. It's just not possible for them. I want one of them. If you are capable of doing this at any age, like Randy would say,
it's definitely a no for me, dog.
The good thing about this is there are some men out there who will deal with this. They have no problem with it. They wouldn't care. So she'll be fine. I'm just not going to be one tied to that. Y'all can think I'm silly, crazy, whatever y'all want to think, but I want nothing to do with that and I won't be alone. You women can keep running around here doing whatever you want to do, thinking that there won't be repercussions, but there will be repercussions because you might finally find that white whale, the one that you've been chasing your whole life, and somehow he might find out some information about you like this, and then you lose him. That's when you're going to regret it. But y'all don't have to listen to me. Y'all keep doing what y'all want to do. I'm just saying what you did in your past matters. If they found out you did OF, or if they found out you did any type of adult movies or something like that, there are men out there who just won't do anything with you. It's just what it is. The fact that you're willing to do that is a problem. And I want to address something else he said in the video. He said a lot of people won't believe that he left and he didn't like join in. Well, let me tell you who does believe you. Me. Because I would have left too. I'm not going to be standing in line doing that with a bunch of dudes. I'm not doing that either, sir. So I absolutely believe you because I would have left too. So sir, I don't think you're crazy. I think you're smart. Because even though that was high school, I do think those boys are pretty nasty for the whole team to be standing up there dealing with one chick. I think that's nasty. But hey, that's just me. Some people don't care about that stuff. Another thing you got to remember is nowadays people record everything. So these little young girls out there doing crazy stuff, their stuff is going to be documented. So they are really in trouble. They're not going to be able to get away from this stuff at all. So y'all just need to be smart out there. What you do with your life, the things you do in the past will haunt you in the future if you make some mistakes like the lady he's talking about. Nobody's going to care if they find out you slept with your boyfriend in high school, but sleeping with the whole basketball team is something totally different. I've heard about girls going under the bleachers with the whole football team. If you are a woman and you are able to do that willingly, and in most situations they're not even getting paid for it, we aren't the same. And that's all it is. Again, there are men out there who are willing to accept that, deal with it, have at it with those dudes, but there are a bunch of men over here who want nothing to do with you. And I am one of them. So if I'm ever in this situation and I find out this information about the girl that I'm currently with, I'm gonna break up with her. And if she asks me why, I'm not gonna give her a long speech. I'm just gonna be like, and I'm a George Jefferson walk right out of there. But anyway, leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.